Hey there guys, Patriot back once again for another video series. I don't know how many segments this is going to be, or how many parts I should say this video is going to be. I'm going to try to keep it as condensed as possible. But what we have here is just a full featured bug out kit. I have maintained this bag now, this kit of mine for for as long as I've been in my house, so many years, 10 years possibly, and this main kit underneath in the green bag, it's got a what is it, lacquerous name tag on it. I picked up this huge duffel bag. Well, it's not huge, but it's the largest one that I have, and I picked this up over at a gun show one day. It was made out of real heavy Cordura nylon type material, and I just liked that it was real simple, real basic. It has a pocket on each end. You can see one over on this end, one in front, one here, and one over on this side, plus the main compartment. There are no pockets in back. What you're seeing up front here is all there is. The back, there are no pockets. So like I said, I picked this up at a gun show one year, and with the intention of creating a bug out bag. And this is the kind of bag that is something that if you quickly had to leave your house and couldn't grab anything else, you had to leave in 5 minutes just to grab a couple of pre-positioned kits, this is the kit that I would take. Now, this isn't easily carryable. You're not going to put this over your shoulders and go walking around with it, but that's not what this kit is designed for. This is basically a vehicle kit that is made to be thrown in your vehicle. You can supplement something like this with 4 backpacks. Let's say you've got a family of 4. You could take 4 inexpensive dollar store backpacks and stick them in this kit. You could put them on top. You could lash it to this. You could lash it on the back side. You could strap it to the top like I've got this medical kit on here. You could put them all here if you wanted. And then it becomes portable, not by one person, but by 2, 3, 4 people. So if you have holders for it, if you have backpacks to carry all of this equipment, then it becomes portable. But the worry, we're not too worried about that here. This is something that, again, if you have 5 minutes notice that you have to leave your home, that you can go drive somewhere and be able to live semi-comfortably. At least you're going to have food, you're going to have shelter, you're going to have water, and ways of cooking your food, and all the basic essentials. Most of the people know what they are. I'm not going to go through all of them here. So let's just get started here. Now, I guess maybe a better way of phrasing it would just be to say that if I have the clothes on my back and I have this, I'm probably going to be okay. This in my vehicle, I'm probably going to be okay. Now, I would also supplement this kit that you see right here, my medical section, my main section. I would supplement that with a clothing kit, which I'll show you guys some other time, and water. You've got enough here to be very comfortable for a week or so, but if you don't have a way of change of clothes, and you don't have water to use with your cooking and drinking and a little bit of washing, well, this 7-day kit isn't going to be comfortable, because clothing and water are a couple of huge essentials. I've got the food taken care of. That's in here. So, this is one piece of the kit that I would grab. If I have everything out here, there's just too much to deal with. So, I'm showing you the main section, and just understand that there's also a clothing kit that goes along with this, and a water kit that will sustain us for a week, depending on how many people we've got. This is set up for 2 people basically, but you can divide this down into 4, let's say, and then reduce your amount of time that it's going to sustain you. So let's go ahead and get started up here on this emergency relief system. This is a full-featured ER first aid kit. Now, you guys have probably noticed, turn my screen around here, you guys have probably noticed that a lot of my other videos that I don't typically carry a big first aid kit. But in this application, I think it's very important, because the things that we would have to leave our house for in an emergency situation, we're talking disaster. Now, I don't live in a disaster-prone area. I'm out here in Arizona, and you know, we don't have big problems with earthquakes, tornadoes, severe flooding. We have flash floods, but that's a little different deal. So, you know, if you see me being prepared in a low-risk area, all the better that people who live in a high-risk area would maintain a kit something like this, especially if they're responsible for a family. So as I was saying, with a kit like this, we're talking a disaster plan, or you know, some other type of emergency that forces you out of your home rapidly, and you don't know where you're going to be living for the next 3, 4, 5 days, 7 days, 2 weeks even. That is why I have this. This is a full-featured medical kit. Now, I've supplemented this kit with a few things, but all of these basic bags in here, and I can see I'm going to have to zoom in a little bit. All of these bags in here came with the kit. Right here we have a breathing kit. Now, for the sake of video and not running too terribly long, I'm not going to start pulling these out and showing you everything that's in a breathing kit. But you guys can kind of research this stuff on your own. If you look for breathing emergencies online, there will be certain things that are for breathing emergencies, trach pipes, that sort of thing. The next one here is a bleeding kit. This is designed to stop bleeding. There's heavy gauze pads in here, tape, stretch bandages, and gloves. Actually, there's gloves in almost every kit here. The next is a shock kit. Now, you can supplement this. If you want to throw a space blanket in here, this will supplement this space blanket. But basically, that's all there is in this one. So you can add to this if you want, which I have done. I've got a couple space blankets in here also. This is a head and spine trauma kit, basically. Again, it's got gloves, gauze, tape, and some critical items in here for head trauma. I've supplemented this with some heavy gauze of my own, along with a splint in here too, a heavy plastic splint. Actually, that was with my bone kit, just so you know. My splint obviously isn't for head trauma. My next is the bone kit, and that's where I've supplemented it with a real sturdy splint. But in this kit, you can kind of see some of the basics in here. Again, I'm not going to go over everything. Some of you guys are going to recognize what's in here anyhow. But I'm just going to, here's some of the things to think of. These things that we're covering: shock, head and spine, bone. Here's an eye kit. This has flushing solution, gauze, eye patches, gloves as always, some sterile pads, and several other things. The next is a burn kit. And I'm going to have to go up a little bit here. The next is a burn kit. Lots of burn-related items in here. Again, if you guys want, you can go check out burn emergencies and see what's typically used in treating. That way, this video doesn't get way out of hand. Bites and stings. Alcohol prep pads. Different topical solutions for bites and stings. Benadryl, so on. You guys may hear I've got a police helicopter flying up above my house here. Hopefully that's not too loud on the video, but it's probably here to stay for a while.